Some of the, we lost 5 Danish players yesterday. 2 of them are on this team here, and they could be going out, and I think they will. That's just the lay of the land. But I'd be happy to be obviously surprised and upset here. It's going to be going into the first map now, the last quarterfinals of the E-League Major. It's FaZe versus SK. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. FaZe clan starting on the T side, and already Kerrigan making noise over at the A-bomb side, and Fox saying you're not welcome. Get out, already down. And Taco hiding in the corner. He's going to shoot Rain in the back, but somehow he misses. Taco, is that the one mistake that might cost them the round? It could be very dangerous. Looks like they're fighting their way back. Alu and Kiyoshima. AZ will be going down, and now it's a 2-on-3.
This is so difficult. Exactly, it's Alu and all Alu, but now it's just going to be Kiyoshima alone in a 1v2. He needed Alu to do more there. He needed him to stay alive, because now it's a bit of a tricky situation. He's going to get caught in a crossfire within seconds. Can he find this shot on Fallen fast enough? Exactly, but what a shot! The 180 headshot onto Farakio. He's turned it into one-way, clutches it! That's how he started off. First map into the pistol, and the man himself, the man who has won 2 majors, he comes through for his team. What a play from Kyo. Oh, man, that shot right, I'm like, he's dead. He's dead 100%. The man's coming in on short. He's got the drop on him. There's no way.
Yeah, 100%. I have to agree. That should have never happened.
Woo!
And it just did. Well, that is one way to start off a quarterfinals. Now everybody's paying attention. I've got to say as well, just to point this out, Taco wasn't falling asleep. He was hoping that more people would run through and that he could get a double instead of a single, and it might have cost him a lot. AZ going to open up this round, taking down Fallen and Fur both with a UMP. So that's just such a comfortable way to get started. Now you feel like there's no chance. Even if someone is on point with the Deagle, it probably won't save the round.
Now we're going to have to keep our eyes open here for the mind games, Anders, because these 2 teams here, they've already played this map. It was in round 2 of the groups. They've already faced in a best of 1. It was Mirage. It went to overtime, and SK barely clawed out a win of that situation. FaZe definitely had what it took to win that game. They floundered at the end. So now, here in a best of 3 in the first map, can FaZe keep it together? This is like the whole map, the way that this is played out is perfect for both of these teams.
Yeah, and we have to also remind everyone, they have such limited information about SK when it comes to the best of 3 scenario. It's such a different beast to have to play a best of 3 as opposed to a best of 1. Maybe they don't have the depth yet with Fox. They removed one of a, sort of a core player for them, FNX, who did so many different things. So you can't just put anyone in there and hope that it'll work out. It could take a while, and maybe it's too soon.
And you're right. I mean, we've only seen 2 maps from SK so far in the group. Well, 3, but really they've played 4 maps. And 2 of those were Dusty, 2 of those were Mirage. Like, that isn't a whole lot of information to go off of if you're trying to plan. If you're Robon, the coach for FaZe, you're sitting down with Kerrigan, you're going over demos. You don't have a whole monster amount of information to go off of. So it's going to be fun to see how FaZe adjust. Kerrigan has definitely got the mind for CS to start countering Fallen, who's seen as the best in-game leader in the world right now.
Yeah, Kerrigan is definitely very hardworking, as Richard was pointing out. I think that's absolutely true. He does so much homework, and we already seen what he did with the sort of previous Danish lineup. I mean, his role in that team made him a huge improvement, and now we'll see if they can continue right here. 3rd round is live. It's just a Deagle on Cold Zero that they saved from the last round. I think Fox saved that 5-7 as well, so they're just waiting and hoping they could do some damage, which they need to. They don't really have that many kills, and I think they're almost all from the pistol round, so be nice if they could pick up just 1 or 2. Just make sure that they limit the economy for FaZe. Make sure they have to really work for it. And actually, the T side, they're playing it fairly slowly in this round.
There is a bit of a mystery. Oh. We get into the exit. There we go. Kyo zeroes in on Cold, gets the wallbang shot.
His head popped through the floor. That's not supposed to happen, but it did. And that's a pretty easy cleanup. But they did also have the Molotov going down, which is such a nice grenade to be able to throw down the shadows. You don't have to check it nearly as hard. And this round is obviously done.
I mean, we're talking about how it's going to be difficult to predict SK, right? They've played Dusty, they've played Mirage. Great. You have 2 maps you have some info on. You happen to be playing on one of them. So if you're Kerrigan, you're feeling pretty good about that. But FaZe themselves as well, they've played a lot of Nuke. And that isn't in this series. That isn't in this best of 3. And so SK have got limited information to go off of themselves, especially because once these teams start figuring who they're going to be playing against in the playoffs, who they're going to be playing against in the groups, they're not practicing against these opponents. They're trying to hide as much information as possible. So this is all going to be about mind games here between Fallen and Kerrigan. Easy kill for Kerrigan. Speak of the devil, he gets $600 in his pocket.
Fox, maybe he could save the armor. It looks like he's going to be successful in that venture. So Not the best start here for the Brazilian side. You've got to be careful. You see, just as he jumps, man, that is just unfortunate. Clipping through the brush there, never gonna work out well for you.
Well, you got the man in question right there. Well, also the French hope. Not only two-time major winner, he's been in the finals 3 times. This man is the last French player in the brackets. My heart is wounded. No envy, no G2.
Yeah, but who would have thought? I mean, that's also such a crazy story, isn't it? Yeah, he was the problem, and now he's here anyway. Just actually moved past all of his old teammates. That in itself is kind of interesting. And now we've got SK with the rifles, and I love this from Fallen. They're pushing in with the flashbang, and Rain, not a single chance there. He goes down. It's a really great way to get started in the 4th round.
So disappointing for Rain. That was so close. Look at Fur down to 22. Fallen even caught some flack there, down to 73. But Rain, that's also just instinct coming through. You're flashed. You know this play. You know it's a textbook kind of setup with the flash and the peek into pit. He nearly picks up a kill there. But he does a lot of damage, so that will help his teammates here going forward. Now FaZe looking to get that mid control. And this is really going to be the key, the focal point on the map. It's going to be mid. And so obviously Kerrigan wants to get his troops in here, wants to get control of this part to open up those avenues onto the B side, onto the A side.
So much mid. I mean, especially for a 4-on-5, this is an unreasonable amount of mid control that FaZe are being given. They should be careful, SK, because if they win even one duel right now, FaZe, if Kiyoshima or someone else opens up on that A bomb site, the last 2 members on it are going to have such a hard time. I do love this position for Fallen. It means if Fox and CT Spawn can stay alive and buy time, Fallen can come in and shoot them in the back. So let's see how that unfolds with just 35 seconds left. Not really that much time for the T side to get in onto the site now. They're running onto it, and finally they're going to engage. It's Fur picking up a kill, and the next one too. It's still a 3-on-2 with 25 seconds. They're trying to get that bomb plant in, but then comes Fallen, stops the bomb, and now Kerrigan, what could he possibly do? He gets one. He's going to go down to the Taco. Very well planned out round for SK Gaming.
And he does such a fantastic job, Fallen. He doesn't overextend. He doesn't need to. But real quick, I want to start doing this for the new viewers who are tuning in here to the Major. Welcome to the stream and welcome to CS. But when we're talking about mid on the map, we're going to start pointing out these focal points on the map right here. So this is the big part of the map that really is going to be looking, you're going to be looking at FaZe to control this part, and you're going to look at SK on the CT, on the defense, to try and take over it as well. Because this opens up these avenues to split onto the sites. You have connector on A right here, and you have short on B. This allows for the T side to get in through multiple angles. So mid, it's all about mid if you're on CT. You want to stop FaZe, or at least pressure them, stop them from getting mid control.
Kiyoshima down and out of the 5th round. And again, connected control from AZ. They do a lot with that, but now they've lost Rain, so now there's absolutely no pressure on SK. This is a bit bad. It means FaZe is slowing down early on. Kerrigan with the 1 kill, almost a second one. Close to a headshot there on Taco, who's alone in the B bomb side of the backup. Is coming in fairly quickly. Alu and AZ. Don't see them winning this round unless SK makes some big mistakes, which, why would they? No one's near a bomb site. No one's putting down any bombs right now. Getting shot in the back, though. That's not a good sign. Fox goes down.
And they haven't seen the bomb. That's the real issue here for SK. That's where it's going to start being a little bit confusing. With so much time left on the map, they don't know that the bomb could be rotating back from B. It could be still sitting up in B apartments. That 1 kill from AZ has sown confusion in the ranks. SK now, you can see they've already rotated 2 players back to A because now they don't know. They've left Taco alone on B. They're trying to cover all the bases. And so this has worked perfectly for FaZe. They've managed to spread out the defense, and this gives them a chance in the round to get this bomb plant.
Well, they're going to be running into Fur and Fallen. That won't be an easy fight to win. Grenade almost takes out Alu. That could have been done right there. AZ is so close, and he's not realizing Fur is right behind him. If he turns around, he gets the headshot, turning around, but it's not going to happen. Fur will get both the kills, one with the Molotov, one with the UMP, and that will be SK winning the round. And the real question is, why even did SK rotate everyone into B in the beginning? They were in a 4 versus 2. All they have to do is hold the line and make sure no one gets shot in the back. I think they were just too overzealous in that rotation. There's no reason to do that. You have a lot of pressure, right? The nerves are starting to get, I mean, hell, SK, they've been to the finals many times now. They know how to thrive in these sorts of playoff situations. But even the best can show nerves just a little bit, right? And so that's going to be something that Fallen is going to pick up on. He's going to be like, calm down, boys, deep breath. We're still in this, and it's still early days. 2-3, SK trailing. And it's going to be a force buy coming in here from FaZe. They've tapped out their bank now, FaZe. So they absolutely have to get a bomb plant in this round. Get that bonus money rolling, because SK, this is their golden opportunity here to really destabilize FaZe and get an easier start to the half. We are looking at a default execute coming out of FaZe. See where the smokes land, all the way towards jungle and CT spawn. There are different variations, but they're going with the most common one. And to see if it's going to work, I sort of doubt. I mean, I think they get the bomb plant down, but I think the retake for SK is going to be quite powerful, which is a big feature of this A bomb site. AC, though, wins a frag, and so does Kiyoshima. That's so big. SK failing and just holding the line. They should have just been able to pick them off as they came through. Now it's a lot of trouble for them. 4 versus 3 here. The bomb is down and planted. They can't really make it through there. AC, not going to give it up. He goes for the kill, gets the headshot, and he's going to try and repeat. Fox and Cold Zero, they need to just think about moving back at this point.
What fantastic work from the young Danish star. 2 kills for AZ. And, well, ever since he was on Dignitas, right, we've always kind of wondered, where is this AZ, this monster that was dominating Mirage? This is home turf for AZ. This is where we see the best out of AZ, at least when he was on Dignitas. He's still trying to figure that out on FaZe, but that's a solid round. And SK, they miss out on the chance. But what I do love is to see FaZe pushing jungle, is to see them, instead of going CT, we see T-side. A lot of the time, they'll rush CT to try and get control of that part of the map. It's not every day that we're seeing them flash through the smoke in the jungle to go and pressure Fur and plant for Courtyard. That was a key part of the strategy for FaZe, and it worked perfectly due to the young Danish player.
Well, the crowd is definitely hyped up, and SK already with a bit of a timeout here. They have 4 of them in each map, so going to try and see if they can make some good use of it. But this is definitely an interesting start, isn't it? Fox saving the AWP is good news. Right now, it's Fur at top of the scoreboard with 6 kills, and on the other team, Kiyoshima with 7. I don't know. I'm just shocked because obviously SK can recognize those smokes coming in. They know that easy. And they make a conscious decision to say, we're not going to challenge the smoke by running through, which some teams do. Instead, we're going to wait on the other side. So they're waiting on the other side, and they still die. That's the problem, right? I mean, the whole point of waiting is that you're supposed to sort of hope that they actually do come through and make a mistake, and then you can kill them and get the retake in. So some basic stuff sort of falling apart in this round for SK. Now we'll see if they can make up for it with 3 UMPs, 1 AWP, and 1 M4. That's an adventure they're on now.
I like it. Let's go. SK are looking for a brawl right now. They want to fight this out and out, but they're playing very passively this time. SK showed their hand early. They showed that they're willing to go for this flash play exactly into pit this time around. They're holding passive angles, and it works perfectly for FaZe. Nobody flashed, and a free kill for Alu and Raid. 2-man advantage now for FaZe, and this is looking fantastic. SK, what do they have to fall back on here? Not a lot.
That could be wrong, but I don't think that was part of the plan for Fallen and Taco. They were probably hoping for something different there. 5 versus 3, and again, might be time to just back out already. First in a lot of trouble, unless they can get this kill on Carrigan. That actually allows Fur to escape. He's still sticking around in Connector, and I'm not quite sure why. Looking for exits, maybe. This is shocking because at that rate, when you just lose the first engagement, 2 for nothing, what do you do? Like, whatever plan you had is just gone in that round.
And especially because FaZe, they're primed to go on A anyway. And so maybe if you have time to work the rest of the map, if FaZe are going for a control map kind of setup where they're spread out and they're looking for fights, right? Great. But with FaZe all stacked up, ready to go on A, you give them 2 kills on A, they're not going to waste any time. Carrigan is shouting, go, get on the site, because the defense has to rotate. This is our window to take it over, and they don't hesitate for a second. FaZe are looking fantastic here on T-side Mirage. They've played this map already, just to remind you, and that was an overtime win for SK, barely. And so FaZe are looking to rectify that mistake. This is the playoffs now. It's all on the line. 5-2 on T-side is an excellent scoreline here to start off the half.
Oh, they've got to be very happy at the moment. They've got the economy built in. It's not exactly amazing, but SK, they only are still sort of not saving or ecoing because they keep, saving some guns every round. If they lose everyone now, they're going to be ecoing real soon. Bomb is back in T-spawn, suggesting it's going to be a much slower round this time. And again, they could try and for some control here. Cold Zero is going to be falling back over at B. That's a bit of a shame. They have Fur and Fox near connector, so they could definitely do something. But I don't want it to be just Fur waiting there. That's too much.
Yeah, I like that AZ's deciding to give some ground over here. He is going to set it up for Alu, actually. That's the thing. That flash and AZ kind of baiting, it's all to set up Alu. If somebody was holding, he's got the op. He's looking for a pick, but nobody is there for SK Gaming. SK Gaming are really just going to give up mid right now in this round. They're counting on holding a strong defense on the sites themselves. You can see 2 players stacked over on B for SK and 3 over on A with the focus on connector. So this actually favors FaZe, because if FaZe go for a default smoke strategy here, they have 3 smokes still. If they put all of those out blocking stairs in jungle, 2 of the players are eliminated from SK immediately. It's going to be on Fallen to make the hero play, and we'll see. He's about to get tested here.
Fallen goes down. Fox has got the AWP, and he's actually rotating back into CT spawn. He wants to reposition himself out of those smokes. That's actually very smart positional play coming out of the Portuguese player. Carrigan right around the corner, reloading almost in the face of Fallen, who takes down Rain. That drops the bomb right of his 30 seconds. FaZe clan, they need to do something right here. And Carrigan is patiently waiting while those smokes are evaporating, so they don't have any more grenades to put down. That's Fallen out of the ground, but 20 seconds here. AC comes through. The timing is so good against Fur. Now Fox has to do a lot in this CT spawn. He takes down AC, but the bomb is going to be planted. Carrigan is already on it. Taco trying to charge through, but he can't find the angle, so a 3-on-3 retake is coming up.
An advantage for FaZe now because they can set up the triangle. You can see Cold, the Terminator, trying to get in position here. He has been boosted, but nobody's going to show on FaZe. They don't need to. Until they hear a tap on the bomb, until that defuse goes through, they don't need to peek. And this is elementary textbook CS. Boom. There's the angle. Alu wall bangs it though. Taco still survives. Cold's going to take down Kiyoshima, but Carrigan's there to trade. They know where Cold is. They know where Fox is playing from as well. FaZe have all the info.
Yeah, tapping the bomb once. Great headshot from Cold Sierra. Now Alu comes charging out with the Tech 9. Tech 1 goes for a second. He's down. The defuse has been cancelled. I don't think it's much time any longer. And Fox, he tries the best that he could, but he goes up with the bomb regardless, and FaZe will win yet one more round. 6-2 the scoreline. Great timing on Alu there. He doesn't fall for it the first time because they did tap the bomb beforehand.
Man, I love this so much. You really do have that setup coming through where they get that smoke down to jungle, they get that smoke here, but you notice they had two players coming in from underpass. And so FaZe are making it look like this is going to be everybody coming through pit. They're all going to come out through pit. They're all going to come through pass. Nobody's going to be in mid. No, it's the delayed timing for those players coming in from underpass to eviscerate the defense who are holding on the other side of that smoke. FaZe, it's just layer upon layer that we're seeing here on this T side from FaZe. Carrigan, the mastermind, is putting Fallen to the test. And now it's an eco round for SK Gaming.
Yeah, for once they don't manage to save 2 or 3 rifles, so it's going to get tough, although it's a good start. Taking out Kiyoshima with a deagle. Fallen almost winning that fight with Carrigan. Grenade on him would have been the end, but FaZe not actually going to commit to the bomb site. I feel like we've got the time. There's no reason to really panic right now. 4-on-4 still. I think they're right. Just a minute and 15 seconds. Might as well try and slow play this. And now they have absolute confirmation that SK only have pistols anyway, so why would you go charging into a bomb site and just, you know, potentially throwing the round away? It's a nice boost that's going on here, though. I kind of like that.
Clever, right? I mean, we saw the one from CT and with Cold in the last one. I always love that boost as well because you get to look over that CT smoke. That's why a lot of teams, when they take over a site, they look more for courtyard control because CT, you can get one smoke down, but then there are multiple ways to boost over that smoke, which can make your life a nightmare. And so a lot of the times you want to get courtyard because then you just plant for that. You're worried about stairs, you're worried about jungle. You've got 2 angles, that's it, right? So right now, we're seeing a little bit of creativity coming out from SK because, well, they desperately need it. They have to come up with a curveball here. FaZe right now are just running away with this half, 6-2, and they're primed to take 7 here, FaZe.
Fox, good position with the AK, but when he misses the shot, that's going to be a big problem, and easily goes down. Fur gets a kill, but he's going to get knocked out by Alu as well. That leaves Taco and Cold Zero. It's a good shot from Cold, and actually because Carrigan is so low, somehow this round can still be won by SK. Ridiculous as it sounds. They plant the bomb default, and Alu is going to be running all the way back into T-spawn and up into apartment. So he is going for the clutch once again and leaving Carrigan to his own devices down there. If they had a grenade, he'd already be gone. But with the MAC-10 against no armor, he can still get a kill because of the aim punch effect. Waiting for it still. Around the box he goes. And there's Alu helping out. Taco down and out. And now Cold Zero has got to think this probably can't happen anymore. He doesn't have a kit. And you see how much his aim goes all over the place when he gets tagged up. Yeah, this is pretty much done. FaZe, it was real close that they lost this round, but they managed to hold on to it. And Cold just making sure they go up with the bomb, I think.
Yeah.
Alu's going to try and make a run for it. I think he's going to make it as well. So still 7-2 and a very expensive round for FaZe.
I think you're dead on. That's so sick for Cold. He's just like, you know what? I'm just going to stay alive. If I can stay alive long enough for Alu to go up with the bomb, this is it, because I'm going to buy in the next round, so I don't care if I lose the AK. Sadly, he only takes Carrigan with him who had the MAC-10, so it's a nice attempt from Cold. Just small details that make all the difference, right? But we're into the next round now. We're going into the 10th round. It's 7-2, FaZe T-side Mirage way in the lead. And this is SK's big chance. And, well, this has been the strategy that SK fall back on. They have 3 very solid offers on this map, and they're looking to take advantage of that now. Double op already being busted out here by SK. I'm surprised it isn't the triple, though, Anders, to be frank.
Why not? I mean, mathematically, it's a sound strategy, right? Just the more the merrier. I like it. coldzera all the way over by that truck in the B bomb site. That frees up Taco to go and do a lot more, so I'm not sure why he's holding on the bomb site itself. I feel like he would be put to better use being out by Catwalk, say, where Alu's walking in, just because he would get more information. But he's playing it fairly defensively. AC getting the kill on Fur, who, like a madman, jumps through the smoke. I'm not even sure why.
Unreal. Fox, he's counting his lucky stars that nobody pushed, and now he's got the angle, and Fox takes a bullet to the face. AZ is unleashed right now. He is doing so much work. Cold looking for a repeat, and Taco's going to find one kill in the meantime, but Alu and Rain will be there to open up the B side wide, and SK are getting wrecked right now. Soon to be 8-2. Fallen gets the parting shot on Alu, but it's not going to be good enough. They can save that AWP, no problem at all. And now it's a question of whether FaZe, they feel like hunting. What's their money like? It's not fantastic for FaZe right now, so they don't really want to risk the guns.
Listen, coldzera, you only get one of those in a lifetime, so trying for it again is definitely just too much. It's a good job on Kiyoshima to take away Fallen as well, making sure that he doesn't save anything. 8-2, ladies and gentlemen. Who saw this coming on the first map of the quarterfinals against SK Gaming, that it would be FaZe Clan up 6 rounds against the Brazilian powerhouse? They're sort of making a half buy in this round, just spreading out the money and trying to see if they can have any chance to come back in this game. But I think at the minimum, they need 6 rounds in this first half here. I think that they need 6 rounds on CT side. You
know what concerns me, Andrew, is that we've only seen 1 tactical timeout from SK.
Yeah.
They have 4 of them. Historically, Fallen doesn't really hesitate throwing out those tactical timeouts. And if you don't see tactical timeouts getting used by Fallen, that's when you really start to get concerned for SK. Just because, yeah, Fallen is that kind of tactical leader who will slow things down and talk it over with his team. So it might be that we will get one after this round going into a bye for SK, where Fallen's going to try and come up with something to start countering FaZe. But we're seeing real depth to the strategy here for FaZe. Now they're changing it up. They're heading back towards that B site. So once things start to get comfortable on A, Kerrigan, oh, nope, time to head over to that other site. Test the defense there. Fur wins the duel straight up versus Kerrigan. Nicely done there, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, I think in terms of calling, Kerrigan is sort of hitting a zone now, right now where everything just lines up perfectly for him every time. But he is also not getting that much pressure on him from SK Gaming. Yes, they've tried for the A ramp push and trying to see if they can sort of flash that win. It sort of worked once, but there's not been any sort of push to top mid. There hasn't been much action over at B either. No underpass pushes. These are some of the things that we're used to seeing out of SK Gaming, and they used to be so aggressive with it where they're not thinking, oh, maybe we'll win this fight. They just, no, we'll just do it. We just go and do it, and that's it. You know who we're seeing a lack of? It's Fur. Because that's Fur's responsibility on SK, is to be the ultra-aggressive player right now. He's leading the way with kills. He's got 8-1-8 for SK, sitting at the top of the scoreboard. But he has gone for flashes, right? He did go for the flash into connector where AZ countered him. But where's the top mid push, right? Where are the more of the pit pushes coming through here? Every time SK have actually tried to go for the aggression, they've been hard countered. So now, really, it's going to come down to how quickly does it take Fur to get his confidence back to start going for those again, because it's going to be necessary. Mirage is one of those maps where you have a lot of room to work with on the CT side. I'm so confused about this position from Fur and coldzera and Fox. That's almost 3 people that they have in connector. This is the major, after all. And it is ELEAGUE. Shout out to Arby's. Absolutely excellent. Man, this crowd is definitely ready. I'm loving it, and so is Rain. He takes down Fur. That's such a good start, and Fallen is next in line. Rain finally going to be going down. No more of the Norwegian player. Fox trying to see if he can close it out on Kerrigan, and he will be able to. Still a 3-on-3. AZ's down, and that was well Taco with the perfect timing. I think that actually saved Fox. Now the bomb is down, and Alu, he's still in kitchen, waiting. That's such a powerful position. How are they going to make their way through? Oh no, they think it's the A bomb site. No, this is a disaster for SK. They're spending all their time, all their grenades. They're not realizing it. Now finally it's going to dawn on them. We have been duped. Get played, suckers. That's what Kerrigan's thinking. Unreal. Oh, the shame! They just won the round by completely mind gaming you, SK. Like, sit with that and let that soak in for a minute.
You didn't even see them and they wrecked you.
Ooh, that is hard to come back from.
All right, timeout. It's got to be a tactical timeout now for SK. You got it. Come on, Fallen. You have to slow it down now. What?
Well played, sir. Well played.
There it is. Perfect.
Just absolutely well played.
SK called the timeout. SK finally decide. All right, that was the tipping point. Enough is enough. We just got completely wrecked that last round. Now we need to try and slow down here and take a breath because this is getting a little out of hand. Double digits on T side for FaZe. Now, SK, they kind of have that old NIP quality. They have that VP quality that we saw last night where you can never really count them out. They are always capable of coming back no matter what the score is. But they've got one hell of a job ahead of them here because FaZe, they just look like they've got this map on lock. And there we go, double FaZe.
It's amazing, and it's the Norwegians that are tuning in. You could even tell by the Twitter handle that they were.
I recognize you, Vendetta. I see you there.
Yeah, definitely very cool. Rain, without a doubt, one of the smartest players that we have. Now we're finally seeing something out of her. He's pushing up on the stairwell, getting the kill on Kiyoshima, but he gets shot down. Alu taking the battle. It's a refrag coming in. Fallen taking down AZ, but then the instant refrag again. FaZe just ready with the revenge all the time. Karrigan now stepping up with a kill on Cold Sierra. 2 versus 3. Fox is pushing up right behind. He's almost got the timing on Karrigan. Rain is going to be dropped, and that's the bomb as well. Taco setting up for a flash. It's not really the best one. And Alu just going to turn around for it, not getting flashed. How could this work out? They've got to be very careful. Taco about to be sandwiched, but he drops Alu. And that will be Karrigan now. 1 versus 2. A minute left.
And Taco's got the op now. Taco, little do you know, Taco's actually very good with the AWP. But Karrigan's going to shoulder peek that, and now he has confirmation. He knows what's going on, and now we're going to see the real chops here. We're going to see the leader coming through with all of the secrets, folks.
Tell me he doesn't know that grenade. It actually does that right in front of Taco.
That's so sick.
Unbelievable.
There we go. Style points for Karrigan. I'll give him that. 40 seconds. He's got time to work with as well. Fox letting him know that he's on short as well. So now Karrigan has all the information. He knows that Taco's up here with an op and that Fox is on short. And he gets to pick up that bomb and run right back to the site. This is sick play from the Danish in-game leader, but Fox has got the angle there once again with the shoulder jiggle. Baits the shot, and Fox misses the follow-up. What is going on, Karrigan? You're actually doing this.
He's almost getting it shut down here, but you can tell the level of homework that he's put into this match. He's going to go for the fight. He does get shut down by Fox, but just every step of that, baiting out the shots, but the fact that he knew that grenade is so cool, and he just sort of does it on the fly. Very well done. It allows him to pick up the bomb. It will give SK Gaming a 3rd round. Finally, something working out for them, and they're running. You can see Taco is looking for a weapon to pick up, and I think he did find the other AWP, so 10-3, ladies and gentlemen, in favor of FaZe. Finally, something is working out here for SK, though. Now they need to continue. They have to win the last 3 rounds or 2 rounds here.
And this is key for SK, this kind of round win, because we're going to have the tactical timeout here for FaZe, so just keep that in mind. An extra 30 seconds where the players can actually talk, and more importantly, the coach who's standing behind him, Roban, a legend in his own right, gets to have some input here in what he's noticing. But that was so important that they win that round for SK Gaming, because Fur, once again, he went aggressive. And Fur is a confident player. He will go aggressive, but if it isn't working for him, his play suffers, and they count so heavily on Fur and his ability to perform, SK, to get them those Ws, right? So the fact that they actually win that round, it's going to be key for SK going forward in the last 2 rounds of this half. They need more aggression, they need Fur to step up, and they need to start actually locking down rounds here, SK.
And we know from talking to a lot of the other teams that actually Fur is one of the players that most of the players don't like playing against, because he is that aggressive and he's really hard to stop once he's on a roll. So if they could shut him down, that's a big win. Oh no!
Ouch.
Karrigan catching that, Kiyoshima catching the grenade. Now he's going to be running all the way into connector, unfazed by the shrapnel. He's going to pick up the kill. Karrigan with 1 on Cold Sierra. Oh my god! Kiyoshima, what are you doing? Taking down for point-blank range, and Fox and Taco are left now wondering what the hell is going on.
As if we couldn't get more style in this game. We've got the sexy smokes coming up from Karrigan, but we got burst jumping Glock shots from Kiyo now. Okay. Man advantage now for FaZe. And they've got bomb control as well. They've got the sight. The more time that they allow for Fox to work his way into position, however, is going to make this more difficult for FaZe. So they really do need to get that bomb down and ticking. And it looks like they're finally going to feel comfortable enough to do that now. So planning for CT, Kerrigan rather clearing that angle out, no problem. Do they get caught by Fox, who's got full utility as well to try and help Taco here?
Yeah, especially that Molotov is going to be interesting if they can get the defuse. They have to fight for it. I don't think they could just give up this round and try and save for the next one. That is not a good idea. Already the engagement starting. Fox trying to throw out a couple of grenades. Taco has already shown himself, so now they know exactly where the CT players are on the FaZe side, and that bomb is so out in the open. CT spawn, how are they going to make sure it doesn't happen? Rain with the instant headshot. Now Taco trying inside the smoke. He's there, they're knifing. 3 seconds left, there comes the shot. Kerrigan taking him down, ending the nonsense. He is also top fragging at 13 kills right now. The captain of the team, and also doing just a lot. Look at this kill here. Puts on the burst. He actually puts on the burst just as he jumps.
So sick.
What a madman.
What a Frenchman, Anders.
What a, yeah, well, those are synonymous, aren't they? 15th round is coming up here. It is just a grotesque performance out of FaZe Clan. I did not see this coming. And SK are absolutely going to be shook after this half. We're not going to rule anything out, obviously. This is a major, and we've already seen some crazy comebacks. That's a nice flashbang there. But Alu also went down, and Taco's next in line, so that opens up the P-bomb side quite a lot.
And rather than just take the bait phase, they're going for the mind games once again. This could get antsy for Rain, however. If he's running with his knife out, no. He sees the push coming, wins the duel versus Fallen, had his AK. Excellent work there from Rain. The number of times we see players running back through T-spawn, no worries at all. Keo wins the duel versus Cold, and this round is done. It's over. 1v4.
How does Q win the battle against Cold? He was just throwing a grenade. That's not supposed to work, but it does. 12-3 in favor of FaZe. In the first map of the last quarterfinals here, you see Alu nodding his head approvingly at his teammate, saying, well done, mates, well done. This is out of control. Cold Sierra is at 6 kills, Fallen is at 5. How often does that happen that those two players are at the very bottom of the scoreboard in the server?
What's going to be fascinating here is to see what kind of strategies SK want to start using here to go up against FaZe when they get onto that T side, because FaZe, we've already seen a good diversity, right? Hitting B, hitting A, really mixing it up, right? They go for a few on A, and then they'll swap over to B and try and make it more difficult for SK to get in their heads, right? To start figuring out where they want to go. SK have a tendency, however, to zero in on bomb sites. They'll just hit that bomb site repeatedly, round after round. And so are FaZe going to be able to withstand that initial push? FaZe picked up the pistol off of a sick 1v2 clutch from Keo in the first half. Now can they lock down the CT side?
Well, I'm hearing people chanting SK pistol. Maybe it is going to happen. They certainly do need it. They've got 2 Molotovs, which is always interesting. A little bit out of the ordinary. Kiyoshima taking a fight and not connecting with the USP, so might have to give up on that fight. Alu as well is down to 3 health, so mid control in favor of the Brazilian side, and they're going to use the get onto the catwalk. Well, Taco is lurking over at apartments on the A side. Remember to watch out for that. AC, not really yet happening. There's finally a click. No one challenging AC. Kerrigan picks up a kill in SK. It's falling apart for them in this round. He gets one more. Cold Sierra going to finally be able to run him down. That gives them A control, but the bomb is dropped on the other side, and Rain comes in with a headshot. That leaves Taco no health and no hope at all. He's going to go down. FaZe cementing this map win. I don't see any way you can come back from this. I mean, they're obviously going to have to buy in this round. I mean, just go for the Deagle and armor or something.
All right, now what was sick about that is SK are counting on somebody like Keo or like AZ to make a mistake, I think, in this round, because they put everybody going up short, taking over mid initially, and then running up short towards B. The only problem is they played it perfectly, FaZe. Keo only peeked angles where he was going to be fighting in a 1v1, and AZ showed great patience peeking at connector where, again, he was only fighting 1v1. They never really had a chance to get multiple Glocks into the fight to run somebody over on the defense. FaZe right now, they're firing on all cylinders. Yeah,
and you know, that position that AZ is playing in, later in the game, there would be someone smoking him off, right? But because it's a pistol round, they've got no smokes to actually do anything about it. So you can just take free shots pretty much all day long. It's a bit terrifying, isn't it? Here comes Taco, though, with a Deagle. Easy shot there. Rain didn't even see what hit him.
That's painful if you're Rain. Or not. I mean, you're gone. You're just done. You get to actually. It's painful for you because you get to sit there and watch your teammates play the rest of the round. But your teammates are still well equipped. 3 UMPs, the FAMAS, couple of nades left to work with here for FaZe, and I love it, not cutting any corners. Look at that, 3 kits as well. If that bomb gets planted, FaZe have got a very good chance of defusing it. Now it comes to the setup because SK Gaming are about to go cascading onto this A site. Taco and Palace, this is his favorite place on the map pretty much, but the rest of his team, they're about to show up.
AC in the corner. Oh, he turns his back. Almost saying, just, you know what, I'm ready to be out of this round 2. Alu in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down the fur. SK right at the brink of losing this map. They're now finally answering back. Kiyoshima and Carrigan left. It's a 2-on-5 right now, and the bomb not yet planted. They're waiting for it. They want to make absolutely sure they win this. Now 3-on-1. Kiyoshima, he should not be able to bring this back. We'll see if he can. He gets the 1 kill. Does not have a lot of health either, and doesn't have a defuse kit, so he's going to have to run for this one.
Yeah, you can pick one up on the site. So it's a question right now of whether or not Fallen and Taco are going to make mistakes, and I highly doubt it. These players are veterans. They're way too experienced in these sorts of situations. They should not be peeking Keo, and so that's why you see Keo sprinting around. He knows he doesn't have time to play with. He has to hunt somebody down, turn it into a 1v1 immediately, and Taco is doing a marvelous job. He's bought so much time. Now it's on Fallen to save the day, but he's got a UMP, and he's got the angle. This is just not going to happen for Keo.
Well, Fallen might end up going up with the bomb. Kiyoshima sort of luring him into it. Fallen's going to run the other way, so Kiyoshima really getting the maximum out of that round. He got the 3 kills, saved the defuse kit, I suppose, and got, made sure SK only survived with 1 member. And that's obviously very important here. So even if the Brazilians won the round, they don't have that much money in the bank at all. Right now, 13-4, but SK, it'd be sort of a VP level of comeback if they can make this work.
I am a bit surprised to see Rain's positioning when going up against SK Gaming on T side, though, because Taco just always goes Palace, right? It's almost becoming like an indicator for SK. When Taco's in Palace, pretty high chances that SK want to wind up on A eventually. And you see, again, right into Palace here for Taco, straight off the bat. And so for Rain to be holding that angle with nobody watching Palace to cover him, that just speaks maybe to some miscommunication going in there on FaZe as far as who was watching what, right? The setup left a gap there for Taco to take advantage of. FaZe shouldn't be making that mistake again.
Some great mid-control coming out of the FaZe side, and AZ opening up on Cold Sierra does not make anything easier for SK. Now they're falling back into the sights. They got what they came for in middle. Taco having a bit of a fight, but Alu right around the corner. So as Taco's busy spraying long range against Rain, he gets taken out. Fur now creeping into connector. Timing not exactly great now. He's been found out, and it's a good job of taking it back there. That could have been bad.
Now it's about grouping up. That bomb, however, it's up in Palace again. And Alu, Rain, Kiyoshima, really FaZe trying to cover as much ground as possible. They're worried about a boost into mid-window, which is why Kiyoshima's rotated back over there to cover that angle. And this is going for the catch-all approach. Rain is going to be the first line of defense here, however, for FaZe. Walks around the corner. Can he hit the flick? Not going to get it. Fox sprays him down. No Kevlar there for Rain, so he didn't really have much of a shot if he didn't get the first one off.
Yeah, but Alu's stolen an AK, and they don't have really many more grenades to get rid of him, so he could get a quick kill here. That could be really bad, especially on Fallen. He has the bomb. If it stays up there, they have to go and pick it up, and it does fall down on the low ground. Alu trying for the second spray, but not quite connecting. Still a 2-on-3. SK, they must win this round. They have to win this round, otherwise the map is probably going to be lost. Fox getting real close to AC. They're going to go for the double peek, in fact. Both of them running for it, and Kiyoshima with a great headshot, taking down Fur. Now a 1-on-2. Fox creeping out with 9 seconds left. It seems almost impossible. He kind of has to hold down the bomb. If he gives it up, there might not be enough time. That's it. As long as Kiyoshima lives, the round is won, and Fox knows it. Can't do anything about it. They're trying to see if they can hunt him down in the corner. Kiyo, not going to get it done, but still another round for FaZe Gaming. 14-4 here, a 10-round lead.
And that was a half buy from FaZe as well. That wasn't like they forced up with Kevlar and everybody. That was them managing their economy. They played off the rifle. They played aggressive. And SK, they just didn't have the confidence to close the round out. 14-4, though, a 10-round lead. CT side for FaZe. And just to remind you, I mean, if this is your first time watching, we don't usually see such dominant scorelines from the T side in the first half. This is still a CT-sided map. We expect the defense to come out ahead in the points. And so FaZe right now, all they need is 2 more rounds. And they're starting very strong here in the last quarterfinals of this major.
Very, very rough. Fallen looking for the flick, and he does damage to Carrigan. It wasn't a headshot, unfortunately. Right on the limit here.
Very clever stuff. He should have seen the bomb there as well. That's where we're seeing the rotation, I think, from AZ so quickly over there. So Carrigan, a little bit of information there, but they aren't committing SK Gaming. Instead, they're going to be wrapping back around, and it looks like they want to get that mid-control, opening up the options once again on the map. You can see Taco taking point with that Deeg. He's dangerous with that Deagle. One-shot headshot with that pistol at any range pretty much, so good that he's taking point, hoping to catch somebody being greedy on FaZe, hoping to have somebody actually holding angles. Instead, it's going to be Alu getting rushed by Fer. And a strong start here for SK Gaming, although AZ is there to trade. Takes down Fallen, gets greedy, goes for the repeat, and Fer once again there to punish.
Very, very good stuff from Fer. That's what they need, and they need a lot more of it. What a way to start off a round. 4 versus 3, and Kiyoshima is down. It's Fer again with a triple. Rain actually catching one. Can he get the second? He does! And that's the bomb down. Oh no, with 30 seconds left. He's holding on to it, Rain. They're coming for him. He's going to get taken out by Fox. Karrigan, can he catch them before they pick it up? No, the timing is off by just a few seconds. Fox going to make it back around the corner, and Karrigan's job just got a whole lot harder. It may be a quad kill here for Fer.
Impossible. Because now exactly, for this very reason, Fer even does some HE damage. Fer knows he's close, and with the pre-fire, it was going to be done for days. FaZe, they're battling back, but SKR as well. 5 rounds on the board now for SK Gaming, despite the Norwegian players' hopes and dreams. I mean, like, he is the hope of Norway. If you're a Norwegian fan, you're tuning in large part because of this man right here, the beast from Norway. He's been in it for so long now, and he is one of the biggest clutch players that you can have on your team. For the longest time, Rain was the man you turned to. If it was a 1vx, you looked to him because he always seemed to get the job done, never giving in under the pressure.
I mean, based on that last round, Fer is now up to 18 kills, and oh my god, AZ dispatches of Taco. No questions being asked.
Was it crunchy?
Just a bit. I can't believe it, the Fer is top fragging in spite of them being this far behind. It's about everybody else right now.
He's come alive, right? He started strong in the first half. I mean, he's been leading the way for SK the entire map long. I mean, it is one of those win conditions. You have to have Fer in the fight. Now, where are Cold? Where is Fallen? These are the 2 key plays that you're looking for. And once again, Fer delivers, and he does massive damage to AZ as well. Now swaps to the Tech 9, and starting to get a little hairy here for him. He's going to have to back out. 20 HP left on him. But they maintain the man advantage, SK, and that's the important bit.
Karrigan right around the corner is Cold Zero. They're doing a good job right now. SK not just overextending and not just running into crazy fights. There's AZ going down. Patiently waiting. Cold Zero does forget to turn around, but it doesn't matter. Run and gun with the UMP, why not? Alu, the last one left, and Fer almost catching him. He's going to get shot in the face, though. And Cold there with the refrag. Quad kill from the all-star player. 14-6 is the scoreline here. Slowly, SK are starting to warm up. The engine is going now. They're really figuring it out. And yet, the comeback seems like it's just miles away. The one thing they have going for them is now FaZe have much more difficulty in holding on to the economy here. They have just some pistols, and this is going to keep going throughout the rest of the game if they can just keep winning rounds.
Well, Karrigan, I think, is a veteran, right? He has enough experience to know that when you're in a lead like this on the CT side, stop playing games, stop forcing. It gets to a point you can do it for a round, right, just to see how it works. But after that, go for hard ecos. Take your time. Don't get shot in the back. That's not part of the plan there, Alu. But just save your money so that you can get the full buy with all of the grenades, the kits, everything to back you up. Sacrifice a couple of rounds to get that done, FaZe, because you're so far ahead. So make that your focus now. If Kiyoshima can hold on to the AK, that would be actually a pretty big win, but I think Fer is going to find him. No, Fallen takes him down first.
And there it is. And I think you're right. When you have this big of a lead, you just need 2 rounds. You need to grind them out somehow. And if those 2 rounds, you're going to try and build them off the back of, sort of a half from us M4 buy, that's not reasonable, Just make sure you get all the equipment, which is kind of what they have done here. I'm not opposed to this buy at all. Wish someone would pick up a defuse kit, which no one can now, so no.
That's where you want somebody to go for the FAMAS, right? You'd kind of expect Karrigan actually to take that hit. He's done it in the past, where back when he played on Astralis, he used to go for Tech 9 in these sorts of situations just to afford to get nades. But everybody wants the M4s. Everybody wants the firepower in this round, and so FaZe are banking on SK not getting that bomb plant. So we'll see. Can they get the job done? AZ there with the aggression. Catches Fer. The heavy hitter from SK has been snuffed early, and the man advantage. Taco desperate to try and bring it back, but it's not going to happen for him.
That smoke making his life slightly difficult. 22nd round. FaZe, they know any mistake right now that SK make, if they can just capitalize on it, probably this map is theirs. Fallen didn't quite see the feet. I think you could maybe of Alu, who's somewhere up there. Hiroshima maybe. Rain is going to be getting the kill on Cold Zero, and now things are looking very bad for SK. take a tremendous amount of firepower to bring it back from a 3v5 here. They're under a minute left as well. Creeping up into connector. This is not good. Rain looking to take the fight. They've announced themselves on the stairwell as well.
Do everything you can at this point. And there we go. AZ gets flashed in. Perfect. Gets the headshot. Gets double teamed. Kiyoshima with the double spray. And now it's all on Fallen. 1v4. 35 seconds left to make the play. And he's walking into a crossfire. 3-wave crossfire. Might as well be a box at this point because he's going to get shot in the back from short as soon as he gets contact. But it doesn't even matter. Rain holding the angle. Does not miss. And it's map point for FaZe. 15-7. And a dominant first map right now for the one real mixed team, apart from perhaps Mouse Sports. Navi might as well be a CIS mix at this point, but really, FaZe, the project started out with them coming from all sorts of different European nationalities, communicating in English, and well, now here they are. They're in a quarterfinals, and they're doing a fantastic job. They're looking very good for the semis at this point if they keep up this pace.
But they absolutely are. Obviously, this is a best of 3, so nothing is set and done yet. Obviously, we're going to have a map 2 no matter what happens. Taco, fairly aggressive, again on the stairwell over by the A-bomb site. And some attempt at mid-control coming out of SK. Let's see what they can do. Shot raining out onto Fur, in fact, getting 30, or down to 33 health on him. That's not exactly great.
Nicely done there by Fox. That's the kind of kill that's going to make the difference. 3 HP left on him, and he roasts. How does he roast? How does he die? Ah, Fox, I was praising you there. And Rain is going to find Taco over on Pit. That leaves 3 players left alive here for SK Gaming, and Fur has already been dusted up a bit. He's down to 28. Can Alu hit the flick because he's going to get peeked? Here's the timing. 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. Textbook from SK. They get the kill to bring it back to a 3-on-3, but AZ's there to save it.
Oh, man. Fallen and Cold Sierra left. Trying to hold on to this map for them. It's obviously map point for FaZe right now. 55 seconds. Fallen and Cold Sierra are left, and they have the bomb, and they're trying to see if they can make their way all the way into underpass, and then maybe on catwalk too, if they can do the same sandwich trick onto Kiyoshima, then this can definitely work out. AZ's miles away, and Cold Sierra is actually trying to make sure that there's no one in window who can quickly rotate in and foil their plans, but it's up to Kiyoshima right now to hold on to this bomb site.
It's very solid patience coming in here from SK. They're just setting the bait, hoping that somebody's going to walk into their trap, but it's not going to happen just yet. Kiyoshima actually worried about somebody coming from ladder room going into window and looking to get the backstab on the B defense. So this is all going to come down to the retake. They both have kits, and they have a flash on Kiyoshima, so there's some utility here to make their lives easier. Unfortunately, Kiyo peaks just a second too late, but still, once that bomb starts getting planted, it's going to be go time, and there's going to have to be a very quick rotation. No, he's there to deny it!
It's done.
Unreal.
It's done. There's nothing that they can do. Kiyoshima just needed to get that kill. 16-7 in favor of FaZe. They're going to win the first map here, the last quarterfinals, in what has to be an absolutely demoralizing fashion. You were playing it right to the edge, but when he walks in to get that kill, Fallen, he can't get the refrag. There's nothing that he could do at that point in time.